Thank you, Cathy, and thank you everyone for being here tonight. This is a pleasure and an opportunity. I am not a politician. I'm just like you. I've been in Thousand Oaks for 30 years. I met my wife at the Thousand Oaks Library. I married her in Bennett Park in Westlake Village. All three of our children go to public schools here in Thousand Oaks. I work in Thousand Oaks. She works in Thousand Oaks. So when I tell you Thousand Oaks is my home, I really mean it. I love this city and I love the people. And I know you do because you're here. All of us are very aware of the changes that are going on socially, economically, and politically. There's a climate right now like none other in our history. And I'm going to say something you have not ever heard at any of these debates. I am a proud American, and I am a proud resident of Thousand Oaks. And I care so much about our city that I am going to step out into the arena, into the lion's den of politics, and run for city council because I see the same things you see. The hypocrisy, the wasteful spending, and the unnecessary politicking that goes on every day in this community. What we really need is to get back to the citizens leading our government, and you in control, and you communicating. You remember what it said? Of the people, for the people, by the people? What happened to that? I'm not the only one saying these things. You're saying them. You talk to your friends about these things. The only difference is I stepped forward. So did all these great people. We're stepping forward. To re-elect the incumbent would be a mistake. We're trying to change our community. We're trying to move forward. We're trying to better our lives. We're trying to improve things. I can't tell you how many people want to speak about Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Who was that? They want to speak about the high-rises. No one wants to see that unless you own property along there or a business. You really want to live in Burbank? Go move there. We live in Thousand Oaks. 2 stories is fine. 3 if it's an outstanding building. But that's it. You have to put your foot down, and you also have to be strong enough to say no. Same thing you did with your kids. The same thing you do with those of you that are on the homeowners boards. You have to make tough decisions. If you want to know about me and my campaign and my platform, I don't have much to offer. I have little postcards out there. Go to my website. Everything you want to know about me is on my website. I have YouTube videos all over YouTube. Look at every one of the videos. Some are boring, but I never know. But the point is that I'm communicating and I'm reaching out to you because I do want to open up that dialogue. So let's go to a few things we need to change. In our city, we don't have an accountability and disclosure procedure guidelines set up. When decisions are made in this city, most of us are completely unaware how the candidates came to those decisions. We're not exposed to them, we're not privy to them, and we should be. Do we really need to read, I saw somebody holding a word acorn. Do we really need Nancy Needham, who is absolutely brilliant and a true blessing to our community? She's telling us things that our city council should be telling us. She's telling us things that should be on the internet and exposed for you to see. She's telling us things that you should be voting on and you should be knowledgeable of. And if they're not made available to you, you never will. So we need a policy and procedure for that type of thing. For disclosure, for how decisions are made, you have to be part of that. We also need to reach out to the community. You'll see on the internet I call it a community unity pack or cup. This is a biblical term that we all know. My cup runneth over. But I'm talking about getting off your city council seat and getting out into the public and meeting the people and getting connected again, seeing what they really want. I don't know how many of you go to the lakes frequently, but most of the community doesn't. It's out of their price range. It's not a destination for them. You put angled parking for a $400,000 project. Who did that help? It didn't help me. It didn't help you. And I don't think we'll see $1 of revenue generated from that new parking. And that's the type of spending that's going on. And you want to keep that up? Re-elect an incumbent. If you want to change the future in Thousand Oaks, you have an amazing array of new candidates, new blood, new minds. These are the people you should elect. Consider them. Think about them. I'm not pointing fingers. Like Frank said, It's not about pointing fingers. You're pointing one and there's 4 pointing back. But if we don't make these changes and we don't look forward to the future, if you want the benefit of foresight, you must have a vision for the future. Thank you.